Sean Cullen with GrowingYourGreens.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. In this episode, we're here in the fall time, and we're here in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the backyard of Derek Martinez from Alba Gardens here on YouTube. Link down below to his YouTube channel. I made 3 videos here in the past. One several years ago, one a few more years after that, and then one actually seriously just about a month ago where I was here in his garden giving you guys a full tour. So you guys want a full tour, link down below to that last video I made where we're actually harvesting and eating fresh pawpaws, which people think you can't grow in Las Vegas because it's too hot, because normally it grows in like Pennsylvania and in like Maryland and cooler climates, right? I mean, Derek makes the impossible possible here in Vegas. He grows so many different kinds of tropical fruit trees and other tropical plants here that you wouldn't think would grow here in Vegas. Of course, he also has regular vegetables and annuals as well. He's one amazing gardener. And the cool thing about Derek is that if you guys see and want to have some sugarcane, which is what we're going to be processing today, we're going to show you guys that he is growing sugarcane here in Las Vegas. It's growing beautifully, and we're going to get to taste it because I brought my expensive sugarcane juicer over today. That's what we're going to do. Anyways, if you guys want to grow tropical fruit trees, sugarcane, give Derek a call. He's here to help you out, man. He's got his old school knowledge, growing up on the land in Belize, where he's like, you know, lived in the jungle and learned how to farm naturally. He uses those very techniques to grow all these amazing tropical fruits and plants here in Las Vegas. So I want to go ahead and give you guys a quick tour around and just some of the things that are fruiting right now to show you guys he is legit. He actually says what he's doing. You know, he's not blowing smoke up your you-know-what like a lot of people are a lot of talk these days. You know, Derek puts his money where his mouth is. He just does it. And then he's enjoying fruit out of his garden pretty much every month of the year for the most part here in Vegas. And he always has like one of these or 2 of these to eat. So this time I'm going to show you guys some of the fruits that I'm going to be eating that he said I could eat fresh from his backyard food forest here in Vegas. So I just wanted to go ahead and walk you guys in real quick, just show you guys what I'm surrounded with, because it's kind of hard to get all this in one shot. I mean, we walk in, there's like a sugarcane, there's a fig, here's a citrus right here. We keep going, you know, there's a Asian pear, he's got more citrus, he's got papayas, this is like a lemon tree here. He's got some pineapple guavas over there, some regular guavas, more apples. He's got, oh, look at these fruits over here. He's got persimmons. He's got cantaloupes. I don't know if you guys can see the cantaloupes hanging in the tree, which is kind of crazy. We walk through here, man. He's got like other things like Pakistan and mulberries. He's got different kinds of avocados. He's actually growing some date palms from the pits. He's got, here's all his different avocados here. He's got a big one back there. And there's a hummingbird visiting his garden. All right, so check it out, guys. This is his apple tree that he's got covered right now. And you can see, like, it's not only covered so the birds can't get in here, but it is covered in fruit. Look at the thickness of those fruits, guys. I mean, Derek grows naturally. He's not using any kind of synthetic pesticides or fertilizer to grow this food. You know, when you grow in the right practices, building the soil up like he does, right, you guys could have lots of fruit grown in your backyard. And this tree ain't even big. I mean, this tree is like a stick coming out the ground, but it still's got loaded with all kinds of fruits. Of course, he's got, you know, just the standard figs here. He's got jujubes in the back, which I love. Of course, he's got a nice big vegetable garden right here, lots of kale, and I think it's like some collard greens. He's got the jujubes that are getting eaten by the birds right there. Of course, he's got some super giant pomegranates, another one that does really good in the desert. But what we want to go to today is like his little greenhouse, you know, so while many of his plants are not undercover, he has an area that basically he covers in the summer because the summer weather can be too hot for some of these tropicals that like it more mild, as well as, you know, he covers this with plastic in the winter to keep these babies alive. So we're gonna go over here and pick a fruit that he saved for me. And I'm gonna show you guys how it tastes. All right, so now this is actually Derek's Suriname cherry tree that's just flourishing here under the shade. And you can see here, we got some ripe Suriname cherries, right? And he's got the dark ones, like this is insane, guys. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen Suriname cherries, but this is probably the blackest Suriname cherry that I've ever seen. It's like totally black. He's been saving it for me. It's been a while since I've had one of these, and I've never had one grown in Las Vegas. So we're gonna go ahead and try it. Wow, oh my gosh. I'm not only gonna say this is the first Suriname cherry in Vegas I've ever had, this is actually one of the sweetest, ripest, and best Suriname cherries. Like sometimes you eat a Suriname cherry, it has like a bite. Like this is just pure sweetness in my mouth right now, guys. I will say there's a lot of seeds and they're big. But the one flavor explosion I had in my mouth was worth it. I mean, and this is the joy that Derek feels every single day, because every day he'll walk around his garden. He'll harvest like this fruit, that fruit. He never knows what's going to ripen. Everything, he's got so many different kinds of things. Something's ripening every day pretty much. And he's eating something. Let's see if we could harvest this guy. Oh, not quite as ripe. We're going to save it on there. I like to eat the ripest fruit, and that's what I got today. Actually, Derek saved me another fruit that I want to try for you guys on camera as well. All right, so next up, I get to try a Las Vegas grown guava. It's so ripe, it's still on the tree here. Look at this. You guys see that? A ripe guava. Now, this is a special Hawaiian guava. This is a Hawaiian guava tree that was literally brought back from Hawaii. And so we're just going to go ahead and pop that off. And the amazing thing about the guava, Ray, is you want to smell it. Oh my gosh, man, it smells like I'm in the tropics, but yet I'm in a backyard in Las Vegas. I remember hiking in Hawaii, like down like steep hills, and there's like, it's just littered with guava trees. And the fruits are actually all got fruit flies in there. And I always encourage you guys to open up your guavas to make sure there's no fruit flies. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Insanity. Pink insanity. So I love the pink ones versus the white ones. Oh, I love the smell. It smells like the tropics, and I'm here in Vegas. And this is the fall time, which is insane. It's currently October. Guys, seriously? I mean, I've had like wild guavas in Hawaii. This tastes more flavorful, maybe because the tree's more stressed out in Vegas. This is one of the best guavas I've ever had, though, seriously, guys. I mean, homegrown, nurtured and cared for by the man himself, Derek Martinez. Grows in natural methods, and also picks his fruit when it's ripe. Very important, not like stores when you go buy guavas in Vegas, right? They're imported from Mexico, they're picked purely, and they're rated. So if you want the best, grow it yourself. All right, so I wanted to give you guys a long shot and show you guys actually what we'll be harvesting today is actually his sugar cane. You know, he has several clumps of sugar cane planted all around his yard here. And we're going to be harvesting like that one main one that's kind of leaning to the side because it kind of gets in his walking path. And he's like, John, come over, man. We gotta harvest the sugar cane. I've been waiting for you to come over with your juicer so we can juice it on up. But the amazing thing about sugar cane is, you know, people like, I'll use all this white sugar. It's highly processed, right? They take out all the nutrition except give you just the sugar itself. Sugarcane, on the other hand, is a whole food, right? We're going to remove some of the fiber by juicing it, but now we get the essence of the plant, including all the structured water, all the vitamins, all the minerals, all the phytonutrients, including the nutrients in the sugarcane wax that the sugarcane plant makes itself, to put in the plant. There's studies on the benefits of the sugarcane wax, as well as the different polyphenols, and of course the natural sugar that is not concentrated because you're drinking it in pure water. I've tried to grow sugarcane before on my properties, and when I grew it and harvested it and I tasted it, it like really wasn't that sweet. So we're gonna test out today to see if Derek grows good sugarcane like he grows all his other amazing fruits that I got to try today. So up next, we're gonna go ahead and harvest the sugarcane, and we're gonna show you guys the process of juicing it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and harvest a sugarcane from Derek's backyard patch here, and you guys can see he's got sugarcane here. He actually, you know, uses it very intelligently, right? So he actually uses it and plants it around like tender, younger fruit trees to actually act as like a block for the sun and a block for the wind. So he's using it literally as a windbreak as well as a sun break. So this is an excellent use of sugarcane because now he has an edible windbreak. I mean, you could use like a structure with bamboo and like, you know, fabric on it, but you know, he's using an edible protection from his plants that then later, when they get large, he could cut down and juice or eat. You know, so it was more food. So anyways, as you can see here, the sugarcane is just getting unruly. It's kind of like bumping in and dropping into his pistachio tree here. So we're just gonna harvest it. So the trick with harvesting, guys, is I want you guys to always look for the fattest sugarcane. The fatter the sugarcane, the more mature it is, right? Here's a young sugarcane. We wouldn't want to harvest this. This doesn't have a lot of juice in it, hasn't been growing enough. You want to let this get a lot bigger. So that's the first step. You want to find a nice fat one. Now the next step is, once you got a fat one, you want to try to harvest it at the very bottom, as low as you could possibly go, even right down into the ground if you could get down there, because the lower on the sugarcane is fatter, it's the most mature, and it's also going to be the sweetest. So we're going to see if we can get like super deep down in here. This one kind of falls over. Let's see how we can get in here. Wow, it's a curvy one. So we're going to get in here and just chop it on the bottom here. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got the sugarcane. Check it out. Oh my God. All right, check it out, guys. This thing is super long. Look how long this is. Totally insane. All right, guys, so I want to show you guys this, how much we're going to juice, actually. So, you know, Derek's sugarcane is so healthy that you don't see this too often in the fields, because normally in the fields they'll harvest well before this point, but he's just kind of been letting them grow for years. But you guys can see his sugarcane is so healthy that at some point the sugarcane is like a tree, so it actually has one main shoot and then it just has a lot of offshoots. So these are all the offshoots on the top. Look at that, it's insane. There's like at least a half dozen or more offshoots. So all these offshoots are quite valuable. We don't want to juice these because they're kind of young, but if I want to show you guys a close-up on these offshoots here. So if you guys look at the offshoot here, this is one of the offshoots off the main cane, and this offshoot literally has roots coming out of it. So this is ready for the sugarcane to get so tall that it actually knocks over, drops on the ground, and then these would actually hit the soil and then create new roots and then create new sugarcane plants. So what we're gonna do in this case is we're just gonna go ahead and break it off. And look at that. This is a whole new sugarcane, not quite ready to go in the ground, because what you wanna do is, if you guys wanna plant this, you guys wanna knock off some of the top. And right now you got all the roots coming out. Now you got the cane coming out. It's gonna have all the sugar to support the roots to feed it. You're just gonna put this in dirt, bury it, and they're gonna root up for you, and you're gonna have new sugarcane plants growing. Now the cool thing about Derek is that Derek's gonna take all the ones that we're basically making today, he's gonna pot them up for you guys. If you guys are looking to grow sugarcane in Las Vegas, Derek is the man. Don't order sugarcane from somewhere else, from Florida to grow in Vegas. This sugarcane has been grown in Vegas. It's acclimated to the climate. It grows well in Vegas. I could vouch for that. I mean, look at this big sugarcane, man, that we're gonna juice to make sure it's sweet. Derek's got the starts. If you even want to buy them, plant them yourself, or if you want him to grow them for you, if you're from Hawaii and you moved to Vegas and you never planted anything in your life, that's all right. Derek got your back. He will come over and build a garden in your backyard of food for us with all the amazing guavas and sugarcane and everything, just like he has here. And if you're nice to him, maybe he'll let you come over so you can see how amazing his backyard is, so that you can maybe envision how your backyard could look also here in Vegas. Anyways, once we cut off that, we're just gonna leave the top for him so he could propagate all these later. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut it right here. And now look at this. This is one heavy piece of sugarcane, guys. I'm not joking, it's so fat. We're gonna go ahead and show you guys how we're gonna juice this and turn this into juice. And we're gonna find out if this really ripens up and tastes sweet here in Las Vegas. All right, so we got a nice piece of sugarcane that we just cut off. The next thing is we're gonna go ahead and wash it. We're just gonna take a wet towel and just basically wash off all the debris, any kind of dust or dirt that may be on there. And I want to show you guys this, right? Like if you go to sugarcane shops, a lot of sugarcane shops may take steel wool and like brush this, and they're removing this basically white wax. But if I take my finger, I could scrape off the white wax. Gets underneath my fingernail, right? I want to encourage you guys to leave the wax on, right? Wax on, keep the wax on. There's nutrients actually in the wax that there are published scientific studies on. So when you juice sugarcane with the wax, some of that wax is going to end up in your juice and you're going to get the benefits of that. This is something you don't get when you get white sugar, right? You don't get the green chlorophyll, you don't get the polyphenols and different antioxidants, the structured water when you guys are eating white sugar. This is totally different than eating white sugar. So the next thing we're going to do, some people will just take the sugarcane and chop it up in little bits and then chew on it because our teeth are our best juicers. That being said, it's a lot of work because this sugarcane here at Derek's is quite fibrous. So what we got today is we got a sugarcane juicer. This is actually the David's Mighty Mini Cane Machine. David's Cane Machines is a company that makes the world's best sugarcane juicers that I found to date. He's been in this industry for a long time. He works directly with the factories to basically make the best performing machines that aren't going to break on you like a lot of the cheap ones. I mean, a good sugarcane juicer runs in excess of $1,000. I do not encourage you guys to try to juice sugarcane in any other household juicer. There's videos online where people blend in a blender and strain it or put in a high-speed machine and cram it in there. That's going to break your juicer, guys. Don't do it. If you guys want to juice sugarcane, get a proper juicer to do it. There's many different online websites that may sell inexpensive cane juicers from China. Maybe, you know, hand crank ones, $200 to $400. Maybe electric ones, $500 plus. You know, you guys get what you pay for. So I encourage you guys to research and buy a machine that's not going to break. And if it does break, make sure you guys can get parts for it. And I do not recommend the squid style machines that only have 2 rollers. Those ones aren't going to juice cane well. So as you guys can see, we cut this at an angle so we could easily feed it into the cane juicer. So let's go ahead and put our jar underneath the cane juicer and turn the cane juicer on. All right, let's go ahead and juice some Las Vegas grown sugarcane. Oh my gosh, this is almost too fat for the juicer to fit in. So we're just going to go ahead and shove this in there. Too fat for the cane juicer, man. I can't get it in. Alright, we're gonna have to cut this cane in half. Alright, so we split this cane into smaller pieces so the juicer could handle it because Las Vegas grown sugarcane is too thick. So let's go ahead and put a thin piece in. See if we can get some juice out. Look at this. Vegas grown sugarcane juice coming right out of the juicer. Look at that, we're almost up to a half a quart, 3/4 of a quart. This stuff is so juicy. Almost a quart of juice coming out. Vegas grown sugarcane juice, all grown here in Las Vegas. I wouldn't have believed this if I wasn't here to harvest it and juice it myself. Look at that. That one stalk, guys, wasn't even that big. It's like made 1 whole quart of sugarcane juice, super fresh, and we're gonna taste if it's actually sweet or not. So that's the real big test. Yeah, it could be nice and fat, but is it sweet is the question. We're gonna turn our cane juicer off, move that out, and we're gonna go ahead and get Derek in the shot so he can enjoy some of his fresh grown cane juice with me while we talk more about growing sugarcane in Vegas. All right, so we got that fresh squeezed sugarcane juice we're gonna be sharing with Derek. So the first question is, Derek, did you ever think you'd be drinking the sugarcane juice literally out of your backyard?
No, because I don't used to it already by just break it down, chop it up and just chew it. Because that's how we do it in Belize, in the country. We chop down stuff and just bring it up and, you know, we just chew on it, you know, because that's what we've been taught. But first time when I see you do this, excited, you know, I need to get me a machine, you know, because I'm very excited.
All right, let's go ahead and pour it, man.
Make life simple, huh?
Yeah, so I mean, chewing it up, you could only eat so much sugarcane, so surely if you're just chewing it like you did, you got so much more sugarcane than you could just chew up, man. Like you can't even chew it all. You got too much, man. You're growing sugarcane too good in Vegas. You should open a sugarcane juice shop, man.
Yeah, soon.
All right,
Cheers.
man. To your health, man. Las Vegas grown sugarcane juice, first ever on YouTube. I'm not gonna see those other places, man, because nobody else grows sugarcane in Vegas like Derek, and they ain't got a juicer either. Wow.
If I was never here, I would have think you just pour some sugar in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I was never here to see it, you know, for myself.
So I will say that I've drank a lot of sugarcane juice over my years, and I'm gonna say this tastes more like minerally, like very rich in minerals. Like I'm just literally feeding my body. And while you're tasting the sugar, I also taste the sugar. But to me, it's not like the major player. You know, like some sugarcane juice bars I've been to, like they'll juice your sugarcane. Their sugarcane juice isn't sweet enough. They'll add white sugar in there, so then it's like overpowering, right? I prefer sugarcane juice that's not sickly sweet, guys. The reason why I drink sugarcane juice is not for the sugar, man. It's for all the phytonutrients, man. You got some chlorophyll in there. You got the sugarcane wax. You got the different antioxidants, polyphenols. You got the trace minerals. You can't forget the sugarcane here is a grass. It's not a regular vegetable, right? It absorbed more of the trace minerals, and that's why it's important to add things like rock dust, which is what Derek does here in the garden. So now the sugarcane can be more nutritious when we drink it. And I'm going to say it definitely is. So Derek, why did you decide to grow sugarcane in Las Vegas?
Well, I grew up with a lot of sugar cane. And when you grow it in Las Vegas, you grow different tropical trees, subtropical trees. Then it starts serve like a fan. So when it cool, when the weather is hot, 100 and something degree, and the wind is blowing, it start cool down the area. You know, make the area get cooler. And when the weather is cold, it's like a windbreaker, because it slow down like around the frost or whatever, it slow it down. And it give you good nutrients too, you know. Because in Belize now, when we get it and we chop it up, first time I see this, like what to do it, juicing.
You never seen anybody juice sugarcane before?
No, like close up. I see it on TV.
I see.
Yeah, man. But close up like this is very exciting, you know. And because in the country now, like I say in Belize, we chop it and we chew on it. But the reason why we chew on it too, it clean our teeth.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Brush your teeth after sugarcane juice.
Yeah. So this is a big different story here, you know what I mean? That's why now, like I said, I need to get me a machine because the excitement is here now. Because I plan to plant more sugarcane, different kind. I never know there is so many kind, but since I study about it, there is so many kinds. So I need to get me some more, you know. Because it's good nutrients for the body too. Energy.
Yeah, you could use this for like the base of a smoothie. You could mix it in stuff. You could use it as a base of a salad dressing. You know, and blend it up with some like tahini and some miso and some garlic. Makes a really good dressing. So Derek, how long ago did you start growing the sugarcane in Vegas?
Well, I would have said like 5 years ago. Between 5-6 years ago. When I first started out, I ordered them online. For 3 years I failed because I don't really know what I'm doing.
You failed, so you weren't able to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, you know. The first time it come, I kill it. Second time, I kill it. The third time I tell my wife, you know what? The third time is a charm. You order it for me, I won't kill it. I'll be like, all right. But the third time when I get it, well, when I said the third time is a charm, it worked for some people, not for me. I kill it. I give up. I say I give up, you know. Then my neighbor come and my neighbor say, hey, Derek, you want a sugar cane? I'm like, no, I give up. She was like, just try it, you know. So I say, you know what? Let me put my heart, soul into it. And I start mix my soil. Because I start think about when you're in Belize, it's like they grow around the canal or whatever. Muddy soil. So I say, all right. And so when I do it, boom, I hit the jackpot right there, you know. And I start scatter about. I start sell it to other people, give it to other people. Now it's all over Las Vegas. So that's what I learned after like 4th try. Not 3, but 4th try. That's when I get it, you know. And let it be adaptable. Then I start do it from the greenhouse, I bring it out, and I put it all over the yard. Then I start issue it out to other people. So now Las Vegas grown sugarcane. Bless.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, you know, hey, one of the experiences of gardening and to succeed as a gardener, you have to fail, right? If Derek didn't keep trying on how to grow sugarcane, he would have thought, oh, I can't do it. And many people may say, you can't grow sugarcane in Vegas, it's impossible. But they haven't met Derek yet because he figured out the ways to do it. Not only creating the right soil to grow it in, more importantly, getting the right varieties at the right maturity level. Maybe he got the ones on the mail order and they were the wrong varieties, or maybe they weren't hardened off to the Las Vegas climate, right? He got cuttings from a friend locally that was, you know, been growing here for years. He's been growing it for years. He knows it can be done. He's got the right soil. He's dialed it all in so he can now have sugarcane juice out of his backyard if he had a juicer, but he's got a friend with one, so that's the next best thing. So Derek, I want to ask you, because sugarcane is a tropical plant. Vegas, this is not the tropics. This is the subtropics. It freezes in the wintertime. What does the sugarcane do in the wintertime? Does it, because it gets too cold, does it freeze and does it die? What happens?
Well, my one keep on growing. Because what I say, I keep on based on the soil. I got living soil. What I mean by living soil, you can come to my soil anytime and you see animals just crawl right through it. The bugs and the worms, they keep on crawling. So that make the soil keep on moving, breathing. And the insect, different type of insect, different type of worms, they keep on breathing and poop and do all them stuff. And it you know, it make the soil get richer and richer and make the roots. And it's like I say, that's like living in the country. You know, when you see your soil moving, you could be right here standing and just look at the soil and the soil moving, but it's the animal them, you know. And that's what, when the animal poop and everything, it keep the soil, even through the winter, it keep the soil warm. Once the animal they start move around, the animal they keep, make the soil warm, and the animal they keep warm, and everything start recycle itself. So everything I base on is the soil. So that's why I say none of my trees them, even in winter, summertime, like looking like they're burned up or whatever, because of the ground again. You take care of Mother Earth, and Mother Earth will take care of you. Put it that way, very simple. So that's why my sugarcane, even through the winter time, they keep on growing. Because you take care of the mother, your mother will take care of your back. And that's what's going on, and that's why they keep growing even through the winter. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically what Derek's telling you is that he just grows naturally. He works on having the best soil possible. And, you know, the reason why I know this works is because I've studied this kind of stuff. And here's the thing, guys. The healthier your soil is, the healthier plants are. The healthier plants are, the more resilient they are to stressors, whether that's cold stress to a point, whether that is the heat stress. You know, it's like us. If we eat McDonald's diet, you're more likely to get sick because you're eating the junk food. If you're eating a healthy diet, then you're going to have a stronger immune system. Our bodies could fight off diseases and whatnot, you know, if we get proper exercise and eat properly. Same thing with the plants, right? Derek is not sitting here dumping on 10-10-10 chemical fertilizers into his ground to grow sugarcane. You do that, you probably will kill your sugarcane in Vegas. That, you know, needs to have the extra oomph of good, healthy soil to grow the cane. So Derek, this patch behind me, I know you have multiple patches of sugarcane growing around your yard. Mm-hmm. How old is this patch? How long did it take to get this thick? Which I would personally say this cane right here is ready for juicing if we wanted to juice it today.
Yeah, but this one here, I don't know, like probably like around 4 years.
4 years?
This patch, yeah, probably like around 4 years.
And have you been harvesting it the whole time?
Oh yeah, a lot.
A lot.
That's why these look sharp. The other one, them, they're long, they flip over and all them stuff. But the patch here about like around 4 years. But I be reaping a lot from it too, you know. I just cut them and chew them.
You cut them and chew them?
Yeah, I take my time and just chew them. Never be in no rush, you know. Like I cut it down, I cut from here to here, then I shape it off with the knife and just looking for the inside and just chew it. Yeah, so it's been like around 4 years. But the longer part, them, like I say, you know, they always flap over and we need to walk past, you know what I mean? So I always cut it and leave this new one to shoot up. Each time you cut it, they got the new one, them that's shooting up like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the patch is 4 years.
And then how does we talked about how the sugarcane does in the wintertime, where you said it still keeps growing. How does it do in the summertime? Does it get all brown because the heat's too hot, or what happens?
Same thing. Looking beautiful, looking nice. And the summertime, it grow more faster than the winter time. So the summertime, I just love the summertime. But like I said, I base on the soil again to bring up all that nutrients, you know. So you pour a little water in there and you can see the difference with the sugarcane on summertime. Wintertime, I don't really give it water. But summertime, you give it a little bit of water and that's it, you know. And once you give that little bit of water, because I base on the mulch, I do a lot of mulching too. If you watch my whole yard, so if I pour a little bit of water, it keep it up with the mulching, you know. I just need to wet the mulch on top and that's it. And everything starts to break down and make the soil get thicker and thicker. And that's how then sugarcane, they live their life through the bugs them, the worms them do and everything. And that's it, you know. And summertime, like I said, it grows more faster than the winter time and looking more nicer too.
So Derek, if somebody wants to grow their own sugarcane and you sold them the plants or even went over to their house and planted them for them in the good soil so that they know they're going to have sugarcane, how many years would it take them from the time you plant the plants from a pot into their backyard until they're harvesting their own sugarcane like we did today?
I want to say a couple of years.
A couple of years, like 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. 2 years, 2 years you get a nice amount. 3 years, you get an amount, big amount. Yeah. So after 2 years, you start to reap. That's it. Because I have them already in pots. I have some in pots already, ready. And I know when I sell my pots them to anyone, they got the worms them in there already, everything in there, just natural. I don't put them in there, but the soil that I make, they find their way inside it, you know. So it's like natural. And if you treat it the way I treat mine, it will come up nice because it's already worms and stuff in there already in the pot. But if I sell it to you all and you all put chemical in there, you all will kill the worms and everything, don't think it will be like mine. I don't think it will be like mine. It will be different because chemical is different from natural growing. It's totally different. But if you grow it natural, in 2 years' time, you're ready to reap. 3 years' time, you're ready to reap good amount. So, yeah.
So what tips would you give people besides getting the right variety, using the right soil? What other tips do you have to grow sugarcane in Vegas or other climates that might be considered, you know, impossible to grow sugarcane?
I would say when you first start out, once you know your north, south, east, and west, and look for that cool area because most of the trees them that die from the winter is because of the location. If you put the any kind of tropical or subtropical where the west at and the west wind come and hit it when it's cold and long hit it, it will kill the tree, even the sugarcane. So you always have to look for that corner where you can block it off from the wind because it's the frost and the wind will kill it in winter time. Always, any tropical or subtropical that died is from the frost, and when the wind come and that frost come, it's a done deal, you know. So even if I sell you the sugarcane, I say the sugarcane is good, or you order any plant online or whatever, and they say it's cold hardy, or it can take full sun. Las Vegas is totally different. You always have to look for that location, that good location. You know, that's the only way your subtropical and tropical will survive, like the sugarcane. Put it in a nicely corner where you can know you won't get so many wind, so many sun, and you can start off from there. Then when it multiply after a year time, 2 years, then you scatter it all over your yard. That's the only way you'll win. Yeah.
Cool. So if somebody's not good at figuring out like what's the best location in my yard, do you do like consults and go to people's house and maybe even design them a food forest like you have in your backyard?
Yeah, that's what I do. That's my job. I go to people's house and I go create something for them. If they want, I show them to plant like couple trees. I'm like a teacher going to your house, like I always say, you know. I teach you to plant a couple of trees, or if you don't get it, I can go back again, or I can just go to your yard and do it just like I do my yard. You know, take it over and just plant out tropical or subtropical. And I want to tell people, like, once again, I got my LLC and everything. I'm well equipped, you know what I mean? And I'm legit, and I can do this thing for you all. and it take no problem because I used to it already, and this is my life, you know. And it's no hard work. I love it. You know what I mean? Like I say, if you want me to teach you all, or you want me to do it for you all, and like I say, it make no difference to me. You know what I mean? But like I say, I got good mulching. I do good mulching. I don't use no chemical, and we're good to go. Yeah. So that's what we do. That's what I do.
All right, Derek, that's great, man. So here's the thing, like, how can somebody get a hold of you if they want to, you know, start growing the sugarcane to buy the plant starts, or for you to even to, you know, do a consult and tell them, hey, plant it here, here, and here, and sell them the plants, or even do all the work for them? How can they contact you?
Well, my number is 702-759-9781. 702, let me repeat it, 702-759-9781, LLC. And next thing too, when you contact me, you can always leave a message, because once I'm with a client, I give my 100% to the client. I don't try listen to the phone. Once I'm in the backyard or whatever, I don't listen to no phone. I just base on my plants them, you know, and the trees them or whatever and thing. And make sure everything grow right and everything grow good. So that's how people contact me. But like I said, I always leave a message, and I will get back to you all probably a day or two. But I'll get back.
All right, Derek. Yeah, you've had to sound as busy as I am. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing, guys. Like, this is like my 4th or 5th time to Derek's house, and I'm gonna say this man is legit. Like, I mean, if I want to grow tropicals in Vegas, I'm going to him, man, because he's done it all. I haven't done it. I grow mostly annuals. I have a few tropicals I play around with, and actually I brought Derek some of my tropical vegetable plants. So we'll see if he can keep those alive. But every time I come here, man, from the first time, you can check the videos down below, right, to check them out, right? There's always more and more growing. Like, he used to have a bigger patch of, like, lawn. I'm like, whoa, Derek, you took out your lawn, man. He's, like, growing more stuff. And he keeps experimenting, like he experimented with sugarcane. He's experimenting with super hard stuff, man, like the coconut palm that I talked about, like, in the last episode, and the breadfruit tree. He's always experimenting, and this is how you learn, right? Nobody has done the kind of work that Derek is doing in Las Vegas with the tropicals. I mean, yeah, we got the University Extension, who deals with all the, you know, cold season crops and the standard crops, but Derek is literally pushing the boundaries with what he's doing here. And if you guys want to push the boundaries and grow what he's growing here, give this man a call. You'll be glad you did, because he'll help you out, get you started to grow all the amazing things he's growing here. Now, yes, some of it does take some work, man. Some of his stuff is undercover, but the sugarcane is totally not undercover. And every time I come over, it's just bigger and bigger. And now you guys know now that growing sugarcane in Las Vegas and potentially other places where they say you can't grow can be grown if you use the right techniques. And of course, you could also make your own sugarcane juice. I encourage you guys to stop drinking the soda and start drinking the fresh sugarcane juice. I'll put links down below to some videos I made in the past about sugarcane juice, how to store sugarcane juice for up to 7 days, how to make it into a sugarcane juice soda. I did that with my nephew one time. We basically carbonated sugarcane juice with lemon and lime in there. Off the hook. I encourage you guys to consume more fruits and vegetables, right? Use what you got, right? Derek has so much sugarcane. I wish this was my backyard. I would have been harvesting the sugarcane by now, because I would have used it all, because I got the juicer. But anyways, we're going to go ahead, before I leave, we're going to go ahead and make Derek at least a gallon of juice today, and he'll be able to use it over the next several weeks. All right? So, Derek, any final words of wisdom that you'd like to share with my fellow gardeners watching us today?
Well, don't stop growing. Keep on growing. You fail, you try again, because things are getting expensive at the store, and it will get more expensive, and you don't know if you're getting, when you buy organic, you're not really sure if you're getting organic. So it's good to grow it yourself and just keep on growing. Like what General John said, keep on growing. Yeah.
All right, yeah, keep on growing. And yeah, the thing is this, man, like, guys, when you guys buy stuff at the store, they're not adding the trace minerals in the garden. They're not growing it in the best growing practices possible. The prices are going up and the food quality is going lower. The way you guys could put a big dent in that is by growing your own. I mean, I'm here looking at leafy greens. I've had fruits off Derek's trees. Derek's eating out of his garden every single day of the year, and you guys could do that too if you live in Vegas. I don't do any kind of consulting, but you know, I'm gonna recommend Derek here because he'll come over and he'll get you that vegetable garden you've always wanted. He'll get you to grow sugarcane, something that I don't even do. He'll get you to grow some of these tropical fruit trees that he's growing, and he'll be straight up with you, telling you guys if it's easy or if it's hard. Of course, I would encourage you guys to grow the stuff that's easy if you're brand new, unless you're gonna have Derek make the rounds and actually, you know, come back to your place and take care of your stuff. Because if you, some of these things, if he just like lets you take care of it, some of it ain't gonna make it because it needs some special love and care that, you know, I could say only he would provide. Because some of the stuff is like, I'm not gonna do that to make that fruit tree, but Derek loves this stuff, you know. So yeah, reach out to him. His contact information is down below in the video if you want to contact him if you live here in Vegas or the surrounding area, so that you guys can grow your own fruits and vegetables in your yard. I recommend him highly. So if you guys enjoyed this episode today, learning how to make fresh sugarcane juice out of the backyard here in Las Vegas, Nevada, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. More importantly, share this with other people. If you have a community of people from Hawaii, for example, and you live in Vegas and you're like, they want to all grow sugarcane, let them watch this video so that they can see this is a legit thing. It can be done. You just got to call the man that does it. His name is Derek. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss my new and upcoming episodes. I've coming every 5 to 7 days. You don't know or show up or what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel. Always new content sharing on the power and how to grow more fresh fruits and vegetables. Make sure you click the little bell so you get notified as many videos come out. And finally, be sure to check my past episodes. The past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 1,700 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to you guys how to grow your own food at home. And links down below, of course, to all the videos I've done in the past with Derek, showing the journey of his amazing backyard tropical food forest here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So with that, my name is John Kohler with growingyourgreens.com. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keep on growing.